thought that for today's devotion that I would read something that was very significant to God being real, and it's in the book of Romans in the very first chapter. I'm not going to make these things boring. I'll try to make it interesting and something for you to go and dwell on and think about and ask questions about. But the book of Romans in the first chapter, it says this. Check this out. Verse 20. It says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that men are without excuse." Okay, let me break that down for you. For since the creation of the world, since the beginning of time, since the very beginning of time, okay, God's invisible qualities, His power, His character, His attributes have been clearly seen because of one thing. And then it says, because of this, man is without excuse. The Bible says that men and women are without excuse in knowing that He is real because of one thing, guys. Do you know what that one thing is? Creation. For since the creation of the world, His invisible qualities, His powerful attributes have been clearly seen because of what has been made. So in a very simplistic, very first devotion that I want to share with you guys, I want you to know that one of the ways that you absolutely positively know that God is real is because you look around, man. You look at H.E.A.T Valley, you look at the West Maui Mountains, you look at Haleakala, you look at the ocean, you look at the sun and the clouds and the sky. You look at people. You look at creation, the birds and the animals, and you have to understand, according to the Bible, it says that you are without excuse. That because of what you see around you, you all know that God is real. Either you do, or this Bible is wrong. I'm not here to challenge you on your beliefs or anything, but I'm saying that the Bible says that men and women are without excuse to knowing that He is real because of what you can see. There are two categories that we have for the world being in existence. Number one is evolution. Yep, evolution. The other one is creation. That's the Bible. Now, evolution, I'm going to go through this really quick because I got to be back at the church and then I'm going to come back up here. Evolution says that at some point in time in the world, that lightning struck hydrogen and nitrogen, struck the water, created a cell, and pod scum was created, and out of that microorganism, a cell, created a being that started swimming, yeah? And as it swam in the water, it created gills, started breathing. And then, after it swam around and morphed into other creatures in the water, it wiggled its way up onto the land, and it learned to walk. And then at some point in time, it learned to fly, yeah? Now, here's the problem with that, guys. Ready? Check this out. The problem with that is, where did the lightning come from? Where did the hydrogen come from? Where did the nitrogen come from? Did you know that scientists around the world today say that our cul-de-sac in this galaxy and the cosmological structure, the place that we live, our neighborhood, yeah, is growing. And at some point in time, scientists say this, that it's like a balloon. If you blow a balloon up and keep going, eventually it does what? Pops. Well, they're saying that at the expanse that it's going, at a certain time, our universe is going to explode. I mean, the Earth is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But if you go backwards, if you by a matter of deduction, and you go backwards, yeah, and you're deducing and you're going smaller and smaller and smaller, you eventually get down to what? Nothing. Now here's the question for evolutionists, okay? You can't create something out of nothing. The one thing that blows evolution out of the water is that you have to have a beginning, guys. The lightning had to come from somewhere. The hydrogen had to come from somewhere. The nitrogen had to come from the water that all this happened in had to come from somewhere, yeah? We believe that everything started with God. And then people say, well, then where did God come from? And the answer to that is God is an eternal being. There's not a creation. He doesn't have a created point. Let me tell you, have you ever flown a kite? Any of you ever flown a kite? Okay, you can be flying a kite, and the kite can go up into the clouds, yeah, and it'll disappear. But because you know the pulling of the kite and the tension on the kite, you know the kite is still there because you can feel it. Have you ever been on the mainland? Have you ever seen a train go by? Anybody been in an intersection and seen a train go by? You may not have been there when the locomotives came by, the engines, but you know that the train is being pulled by a locomotive. I didn't see it, but I know it's there. What creation is saying is that God created everything. From the beginning of time, God started it, because you can't create something out of nothing. You just can't get around that. There has to be a first being, and we call that God. That's what we believe, okay? And so I just wanted you guys to know, man, that it's to take into consideration where you live, what you see, the people around you, and understand that God is real, and understand more importantly that you can have a relationship with Him, okay? God is not concerned, or He doesn't care about what you've done in your past. He does not care what you've done or where you've been. What God cares about is where you're going. That's why He sent His Son, Jesus Christ. That's it, guys. He wants to have a relationship with us. So I just really simply, the first day wanted to come out and share with you guys what we believe in the church, what we Christians believe. We believe God is real. We don't believe that this all just happened coincidentally, accidentally, that one day it all ends and there's nothing to it. We believe that God created the earth, and He created everything in it, you and me, and He created us for fellowship with each other like this, and He created us for fellowship with Him. So we have a, last thing I'm going to say right here. So we have a we have a vertical relationship. That is our relationship with the Creator that we call God. And we have a relationship with other people. Horizontal. And that's what the cross represents. It's to love God and to love others. Yeah? So just remember, man, it's we are created to fellowship with each other, and we're created because we have a Creator. If you have a painting, you had a what? Painter. If you have a building, you had a what? A builder. If you have a creation, you had a creator. Okay. We didn't practice this, right? Good. But that's just logic. You're like, okay, where did this come from? And the options are accidentally somehow we evolved, remembering that you can't create something out of nothing. So that is moot, but that's a theory, and they're not going to change it because they get a lot of money from it in school books and whatnot. But they're teaching lies. Or you believe that there's a God, and that God created us to fellowship with Him and fellowship with others. All right? I appreciate you guys being here. Be safe. Have fun, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy the Ina. Enjoy the land. Enjoy the course. Thanks, Russell. Thanks, Archie. Thanks, Warren. And
Pastor Gary. Okay, just real quick, we got a couple people that I haven't seen before here, so I just want to give just basic ground rules. Okay, eye protection at all times. You get out, walk to the side, keep your eye protection on. You're going to fire your gun to test it. Firing range is here. 20-foot bang rule. When in doubt, call it out. If you're not sure whether you're within 20 feet, yell. Just yell, bang. Don't shoot, don't blind fire. Bunker tags. You come up, you tap a bunker, anybody that's behind that bunker is dead. Okay? If anybody gets injured while on the field playing, or you find something that's unsafe for everybody else, I want you to just yell, all stop. That basically means the game's over, the referee will call it, and we'll go find out either the injured person or they try to work the hazard out and get the hazard out of the field. We want everybody to be safe, we don't want anybody getting injured. It's kind of overcast, but you're going to be sweating, hydrate, make sure you guys stay hydrated. Practice you guys gun safety. I know all you guys know gun safety. I kind of gave a little training to Pastor's son here, and just have fun. Referee will be calling, he'll be blowing the whistles to start the game. If there's one person left on a team, he'll call 2 minutes, basically saying that last person's got 2 minutes to survive. Run around, survive, and then he'll call the game. You got anything else? Okay, lock and load, boys. Woohoo!